Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for this Project Life process video. If you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. What's up, friends? It's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for being here for this Project Life video. I will be sharing with you memories and events from week 47 in our daily life. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, as per the very appropriately included word phrase strip that I will put in this week, because this week was another doozy and had tons of ups and downs. This is just the season that I'm in. It's like this yo-yo of emotion. So I'm just showing you the embellishments I'll be using. A lot of them are from Allie Edwards, but then I always mix in other things based on the colors that I want to highlight through each of the photos in the week. So this week was tough. There were a lot of ups and downs. If you followed me last week, my cat Jeeves, who's featured on the top left in his little carrier at the vet, had to go to the animal hospital on Saturday, and turned out they said he was okay and sent us home just to keep an eye on him and see how he did over the weekend, which he did not do well. He was still acting strange and displaying lots of sort of like primal behaviors. And so we took him to the vet first thing Monday, my husband and I. And the vet, his regular vet, said he is fine. He's a healthy, lovely cat. He's very sweet, very docile. He is very cooperative and compliant when we took blood work and gave him medicine and examined him, and basically stated that he is in a mental state of distress. So, like, the irony is, myself and my daughter, we both have mental health issues, and me particularly, I have several, which I'm totally not shy about and completely open and, you know, break the stigma and all that good stuff. But my husband was like, you would get the cat that has an emotional breakdown. It needs all the help. And I'm like, I know. So basically, he is extremely stressed out to the point of being uncomfortable in his own home. So we had isolated him and secluded him to one space, tried different things throughout the weekend, and then after we brought him home, we decided to keep him in my craft room, or no, keep Smokey in the basement and Jeeves upstairs at night. And Monday morning he had peed all over the couch, so we were like, okay, something's going on. And we didn't know if it was, you know, a health issue or a behavioral issue. So that's why we ended up taking him to the vet. Fast forward, his blood work is normal. He's physically perfectly healthy. No blockages, none of that kind of thing. Trust me, we asked all the questions. All the answers were he's healthy. So we moved him to the craft room Monday evening and put his litter box in here and food and water, and got another litter box to put in the basement for Smokey, who has his food and water out in the kitchen. And Norah's birthday was Wednesday. Wednesday morning, he had peed all over the craft room bed. So now we're getting to, that picture of Norah and Matt making cupcakes is the night before her birthday. The cupcakes that were supposed to have been made for her party but didn't happen because Matt was at the ER with the cat. And so we decided to make them for her birthday to bring to school as school treats. So anyhow, and then that picture to the right is her opening her birthday present the morning of her birthday. She got like a new sweatshirt, and she got a mini fridge for her room, and like a couple smaller things. Earlier in the year we had bought her Uggs and told her those were towards her birthday present, and there was one other thing that I can't remember, but and her birthday day, she had the best day ever. I mean, after school I took her to get boba, and then surprised her and took her to Sephora and Ulta because she had all these gift cards she wanted to use. So we did that all before we came home and had dinner, and she went off to dance class. So back to the cat story. So he is basically in a mental state and can't get comfortable and is literally just peeing wherever he is. And the vet said that could be because of the medicine she put him on, which is gabapentin, which was supposed to help him chill out and hopefully eat, because he also wasn't really eating. So putting him in the craft room helped because we could see that, you know, his litter box only belongs to him. So if anything is in there, he did it. So at least he's, you know, going to the bathroom. But then with him peeing in the bed still, we were like, okay, what's that about? And so the doctor said, it's probably the gabapentin. It makes him so lethargic he just can't get up and go to the bathroom. He just pees where he's at because his legs probably feel like they can't work right. So we're like, okay. So we didn't give it to him for a couple days, but then he wasn't eating again. So we gave him another pill midweek to prompt his eating, which it did, but then he peed in the bed again. And, and so, or no, yeah, then he peed in the bed again. So then this morning, at the time of me doing this voiceover, which is Tuesday, November 26th, he hasn't been on the gabapentin and he peed in the bed again. Right after we had cleaned the bed, washed the sheets and everything from last Wednesday. So we, yesterday, we were told that I talked to the vet again, and we were told we needed to rehome him, which I can't even really talk about because I am trying actively to dissociate from that reality, because he has been my first pet that was completely mine, that I've had since he was a baby. And so I really can't even talk about it. But that's where we're at. And also yesterday we found out that my mother-in-law had to put down her baby, which obviously he wasn't a baby, but yellow lab, who stayed home, not the one that came and kind of triggered all of this like animal upset in the house. Her other dog named Butters, rest in peace. So it was a really tough day for animal stuff yesterday. And, poor Norah, she hasn't had to deal with the death of an animal yet. And even though Butters isn't her dog, obviously, he lives in Michigan with my in-laws, has been the only dog. She's like the first dog she met, because she's obviously seen him and interacted with him since she was an infant, and loves, and looks forward to seeing him every year when we go at Christmas. So she was a crying, hysterical mess. I was trying to comfort her, but I didn't want to cry. Oh, it's hard. It's Tuesday and I already feel completely exhausted and just like, I don't know how I'm functioning. I think I'm just a professional dissociator, and I'm sorry that this video is turning out to be like a verbal diarrhea therapy session where I'm processing with you all the things that have been happening in the last few days, but it's been a lot. So that's basically what I'm journaling about on this little card that I trimmed down. I know usually I talk about like what I'm doing and I narrate how I'm using the products, but I feel like this week it's definitely more about the context and content of the stories that are worth sharing with all of you. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching this video. So anyway, I there's that word phrase strip I trimmed down. It says embracing the good, the bad, and everything in between. I don't know that I'm embracing it, but it just is what it is, right? This is life. So I am privileged enough to be able to document even these really darker, more difficult times, and I don't take that for granted. But it does not diminish the fact that life is very difficult right now, and this is a season of challenge and uncharted territory, really, because we haven't dealt with animal problems like this before. So we're all kind of hanging in the balance of this anxiety with who's going to take Jeeves and what do we do with him, because we're trying to find a home for him where it's someone we know or they know the person he's going to. But if that's not a reality, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to just bring him to like the Humane Society. But anyway, again, you saw the close-ups of the left side of the spread. It came together pretty quickly. I think that's because it took me so beeping long to pre-plan this spread and figure out which pockets I wanted to put where. So on to much happier news, I guess. The weekend was full of activities. Oh, also, I totally loved, I don't know if you noticed, how I layered the vellum 4x6 card over top of the patterned card underneath it and punched out a heart shape so you could see that it was layered like that. I thought that was very creative. Anywho, on the right side, I'm going to journal about the weekend. So Friday night after I picked Norah up from school, first I started the day getting my annual mammogram and ultrasound, and then treated myself to a Starbucks, cleaned the house, or no, didn't clean the house, filmed my 2025 planner lineup update video, which actually I think went live today. And then Nora and I went to see Wicked, which was amazing. And we got a ton of candy, ate all of it. Well, not all of it, but most of it. popcorn, all that kind of stuff, because the movie is really long. So we saw a 3:15 showing so that we could make it to dinner at a reasonable time. And we were supposed to go to this one dinner spot, but unfortunately we didn't know that it had closed permanently. So we decided to go around the corner to this place. You guys probably have heard of it. It's 110 Grill. It's an allergy friendly restaurant. So unfortunately, it's one of the very few options we have, having a kiddo who has celiac. So Nora and I met my husband at dinner. The dinner was subpar too, which was also a bummer because it's not cheap. The service was great. The food, not so great. So that was Friday night. And then Saturday, I had a really lazy morning. Matt and Norah went out because he had a men's breakfast at church, and Norah got to hang out with our friend Susanna, who's the children's director and a good friend of ours. And she has a son who Norah is close with, and he's made a few appearances in my Project Life videos in the past. His name's Killian. And so Nora and Killian have got to hang out while Matt was at men's breakfast, and then she had her piano lesson. They did some grocery shopping. So I had all the morning to myself, and I took the time to lay in bed, drink my coffee, and scroll for quite a bit. And then I ended up doing my last workout. So I finished Lift More, the program I was working out over the last 2 months doing with Beachbody. And then we had to get ready for Nora's cheer banquet. So we went to that, and that's the photo, and that's what I'm journaling about there. And then on Sunday, I was so excited. I got to go meet up with Jen and Linda, my planner besties, Jen Boom Creates, and Linda Loves Creating. And we drove down towards Jen a little bit into this really cute town called Millerton. And we met at a coffee shop. We did some journaling in our planners, talked about fountain pens and how we use our Tombow Furunosukes and how we get different effects by hard versus lighter pressure and grip. And we just nerded out. We really just nerded out over stationery, and then walked around to all these cute little shops, a lot of antique shops, gift shops, specialty shops, the Harney and Sons tea place, which was amazing. And we just had the best time. So we spent the day there, and then Sunday afternoon, by the time I got home, I was just like ready to crash. So I just relaxed with Norah and Matt, and we watched football, and then we had dinner, and that was basically the end of the week. There was a lot packed into the weekend, and the week was kind of, it was Nora's birthday, but like the majority of that had kind of already been celebrated to a degree because of her party. And really the overarching cloud throughout the last week has been dealing with G's and figuring out what to do and troubleshooting that. So I'm just about done here. I made this grid of photos from my day trip with the girls. There's the coffee shop there, tea, the Harney and Sons place, and then just a photo of my little bag with the purchase I made at that cute little store called Demitas. And then I'm just going to use these alpha stickers. These are from Paper Person, by the way. I have had them for a while, and they're my favorite. Just to spell out the name of the town. And then all I did on the All These Things So Thankful card was add a few of those puffy Starburst stickers from my Ellie Edwards stash. So that's going to do it for this week. It was a lot, guys. It was so much. And I wish I could say that this week is getting is better, but it's not. It's actually, obviously I was not expecting Butters to be put down and to have to rehome my cat. So I will take all the prayers and good vibes. Excuse me. So as I'm wrapping this up, finishing embellishing, I will thank you now again for spending your time with me, asking you to please subscribe to my channel if you're not, and hit the bell so you don't miss my video. Also, give this video a thumbs up because that does help the algorithm just a bit. Here are the close-ups of the right side of my spread. Selfie. I love it. All right, friends, take care of yourselves. I'm going to try to do the same. Remember that you are enough, and I'll see you next time. Bye.